Hello. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to create your own blog using Blogger. We're going to use Blogger to complete some different assignments that I'd like you to do for the course. What I like about Blogger is that it will be a way for us to make sure you have an authentic audience, but it's also teaching you some real world skills just in case you'd ever want to create a blog in the future. Blogging is definitely a way to reach a certain audience, depending on whatever industry you decide to join. So what I'm going to ask you to do up in your search bar or down here, I want you to type in Blogger, blogger.com. And then what you're going to see is you're going to see this blogger.com, create a unique and beautiful blog. It's easy. So please go ahead and click on that. It might be smart to just pause my video as you need to. So this comes up for me. It might be another couple steps for you, but what I do want you to know is I want you to use your school account from Google to log into this blog. And once you are into this site, what you're going to do is you're going to click on this little down arrow right here. You're not going to see what I have here because I already have several blogs. So what you're going to do instead is you're going to click on the down arrow and then you will create a new blog. So I want you to think very carefully about what the title of your blog will be at this point, because it should reflect your content. So I've already talked a little bit about this in a previous lesson, but it's important for you to think about what kind of content you're going to include on this blog and what kind of an audience you would like to draw to you. Now, I want to remind you that these blogs do need to be school appropriate, right? And I also want to remind you that they are essentially owned by the school because of you're using the school web address. Okay, so for our purposes today, I am going to, I will call our blog Creative Writers Unite. Okay, that's good enough. Creative Writers Unite. Now, this part down here, all they want you to do is they want you to try to put together a domain, like somewhere that your blog is going to be able to be found by other people. Don't worry about it too much. What I would strongly suggest that you do would be to just write the title of whatever you came up with again. So Creative Writers Unite. And then they added this blogspot.com. Now, this might work and it might not work. So see, we get this little down arrow here and it says it's not available. So I'm going to need to alter this a little bit. So I'm going to say, I'm going to add 2020 in there. So Creative Writers Unite 2020. Okay, we got this little blue check mark. That means that blog address is available. And now I have a few choices. I can pick different formats for my blog. And so I think what I would like to go with today, I would like to go with this ethereal blog. So I'm going to click on this. It's going to kind of show me a little bit about what my blog is going to look like. And then I'm going to say create blog. I'm going to give it a minute to do what it needs to do. And it says my blog was created successfully. So when it says find a domain name for your blog, this is not an option for you because this is a school account. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to say no thanks. And then you will have this site come up. Okay. So what I want you to do then at this point, just to get a feel for what your blog looks like, is I want you to click here where it says view blog. And then the very first thing that I'm going to have you work on for your blog today is creating your own biography. I would like your biography to be between 50 and 100 words, and I want it to be like a fun expression of who you are. Because it's only 50 to 100 words, it's really important that you choose your words very carefully and that your voice in the piece, like the way you present yourself, fits with the content within your blog. And so what I think would be probably smartest at this point would be for you to create a new Google Doc. And I want you to just spend a little bit of time playing with words. So 50 to 100 words, that's going to tell a little bit more about who you are and maybe why you chose to do the blog that you did or your background in the content that you're writing about. So for example, since my blog, right, has to do with teaching creative writing. It says, Christine Harches has been teaching creative writing at Oshkosh North High School for 11 years. Oops, 17 years now. And more than 20 of her students have been published internationally in renowned magazines and journals, such as Teen Ink and Sheepshead Review, et cetera, et cetera. Wow, I'm realizing that I need to update this because I've actually had over 100 students published at this point. So I'm going to need to update my profile to better reflect my history. So I'm going to sign off right now, and your job today then is going to be to create this 50 to 100 word blog in a Google Doc, and then you're going to share that Google Doc with me in Canvas before we actually post it on the site. Good luck creating your biography.